Like, regardless of the nonsense, whoever that guy think he is, at the end of the day, I'll punch him in his motherfucking mouth. Oh, y'all are here. Luckily for me, as a father, I get to celebrate my daughter's birthdays. My first daughter actually just turned 6 on Friday, January 5th. That was SmackDown Day. Now, wasn't too much they could do to pay super homage because there isn't much that, you know what I mean? Like, they know about my daughter or myself or anybody else that does this in the community. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be a dad. I mean, I'm sitting down here in the car only because my daughter's up there and I don't want to disrupt her happiness. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy her being who she is and how she is. So, for me to get agitated and annoyed with, doing something that I love to do, while she's just being the same cultivated love, in child format. Man, I can't bring myself to disrespect. So SmackDown was cool. Solid week, man. A solid week. I caught Level Up, or half of it. If I'm thinking of these guys, man, right now, who is the standout? There's a new one. There's a new girl in the tag division down there that was running with Brinley Reese. I don't know her name now, but also eyes, it's just more of the processes, more of them coming up, more people getting trusted with their first real spots. So good shit, man. I appreciate that. We'll just call her the superstar of the week. She reminds me a lot of Kalani. And shouts to Kalani because I've been forgetting about her recently. I apologize. But, yeah, shouts to all of them down there in the Level Up process and NXT process. I really appreciate what they do. And, let's just stay strong and get this next weekend. One of these things is coming up at NXT. I know we all excited to see it, so there goes that. Meanwhile, January 5th, SmackDown. 2024, Happy New Year if we ain't talk about that yet. I know we did, though. But let's get it popping. All right. Angel and Umberto. And then we got the LWO. It's a lot going on with the interchangeability of the brands. Somewhat. Tag division is so hot right now. Actually, I'm not gonna say it's hot. I'm gonna say it's definite. Like, you touch it and it's warm. Like, all right, now a lot of things is happening. A lot. Oh man, we got a lot of people, man. Like, the stock and inventory is definitely increasing, and I'm wondering how we're gonna make it all make sense with certain people, but they all love what they do. Let's keep these stories going. Now, LWO, Joaquin and Cruz, my man Raul, they turned they back on my man Santos. I told you I was riding with Santos. Now they all down there at NXT with Carlito. Just look at them now, and that's not a step down, but at the end of the day, if we looking at stories and like my man say on one of the parts of the community, shouts to my guy to do them numbers over there. You know what I mean? He we take that mental inventory on wins and losses. So the last time I seen them guys in the ring for real, they was out there looking like a job team. I wasn't feeling it. Now, you gotta do your lumps, you gotta run your laps and all the rest of that shit. So I get it. And I know that they're way more capable in the ring. We're the 205. So it's just waiting to see when a real story could be told. And now it looks like we about to get it. So LWO with the new legatos, I'm liking it. Angel and Umberto, they look a little more aggressive. They both look. All three of them are attractive now. So now it's like, no, they could go with the Lethal Lothario thing, drop the kiss cam bullshit. But maybe if they want to keep it, they could, or some like Bad Boy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not mad at that. But it's still like, I'm not super crazy about it yet because it's still early. So we'll just see what happens. KOB Santos win the U.S. title tournament. Now he's going on to face Logan Paul. That's going to be solid. I'm gonna enjoy watching what both of those guys are able to do. Logan has been talking shit about KO the whole time on commentary. Logan has been a quintessential WWE superstar. You know what I mean? Like, with the celebrity contract, sure, but at the same time, it's like he got the fan base. He is showing all of the reasons why they brought him on board, and he's been doing that from his first match at Mania, which I'm not gonna forget. So there goes that. KO knocked out Logan Paul after the match with all his shit talk. That's fine. Bobby Lashley came out. That's what's up. Karrion Kross is officially home. He got AOP. He got Paul Ellering. And he got damn Scarlet on deck, which is the most important factor to his whole shebang he got going. I love it. I love it. Are we gonna add the AOP to his entrance? That's my question as far as like character development goes. I really enjoyed it. I was happy to see him. Last time we seen AOP, it was AOPP because Drake Maverick was pissing his pants. That's weird. And yeah, that was weird on Raw, man. That was a weird time. So they've had a lot of years off. I think Corey said 4 years off. So now they definitely back. They look brand new. They look fresh. The tag division, again, it's just hot, boy. So I'm paying attention to it. I'm loving what I'm looking at. Especially with the return of Paul. This is NXT. It's like NXT on the main roster. Like, the NXT main roster is really happening. Like, I'm liking what I'm seeing as far as that goes. Io Sky, Michin. All right, Michin in the ring. All right, it's my daughter's birthday. We don't really get to see too many people, but this could be the start of something great with Michin. Michin, from what I noticed, is I'm gonna try to really make sense of this. Michin is a mid to end of the match wrestler. Like, she's a fatigue sports entertainer, if that makes sense. What do you mean? I think that she looks more believable and realistic. Or let's say like this, her moves make more sense at the pace and tempo that they're happening later on in the match. In the early part where everyone's fresh, it's no bueno. But once she start getting in some moves, man, and I'm noticing it's a lot of hits. Like, strikes are being highlighted more often, whether on commentary or even with the person receiving them. The person sending the strikes, I would like to see a little bit better, but I'm definitely appreciating the story being told as far as the hits happening. So it's looking good. Could it be better? I mean, let's just get what we get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like what I'm seeing. So, yeah, good on Michin. She looked great. EO kept it. Damage Control stayed in the back. It was good, bro. Shouts to Damage Control. Shouts to Dakota. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, Asuka and Kyrie. Like, it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff. So let's continue. All right. Pretty Deadly taking on Butch and a mystery tag team partner. Butch has been on what they would call a rut for a little while. I mean, I don't see it, but gotta have some kind of interesting story. I like Butch regardless. I've been banging with Pete Dunne forever, so now to see him actually have a direction, and then it's not Ridge down there got his own business happening. Whenever they get back together, that'd be cool. Shouts to Sheamus. Hopefully he get back soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to see the Brutes do a thing, and the Brutes still are clearly a thing, so it's something that's happening for him. So good on Butch. And then all right, I'm going to put it at top 3 this time. Top 3 SmackDown surprises for me this week was watching my man Tyler Bate come out. I know a couple weeks ago, whenever the video was, I was talking about it, and I said Tyler Bate is in that sink or swim position. Just like Brooks Jensen down in Level Up. It starts somewhere. And, shouts to Brooks, because it's sink or swim. And he's in that same spot that Tyler was in when he came over from NXT UK. Like, sink or swim, and we got to make sense of it. Tyler's been around for mad long, and before he continues floundering, I mean, it's 2025 now. Excuse me, 2025. That's him all the way in next year. It's 2024 now, so by 2025, we're going to see the second round of all of the newer superstars get to be highlighted the same way we got to see a Tyler Bate get highlighted on this night or on this evening. We got to see a Cameron Grimes get highlighted. Now we're gonna have an NXT match, but it's main roster caliber. And it's like, wait a minute, that is a fact, because Grimes has been on the main roster for a while. Grayson Waller was just down there at NXT, but it's just to show, like, nah, third brand, we definitely still here, over here on the main roster, and I'm liking what I'm looking at. So I can appreciate Cameron Grimes versus Grayson Waller next week, because it could be a potential, it could move some things as far as character development goes. Cameron Grimes needs a new theme song. His gimmick doesn't make sense anymore. Nobody even knows who he is for real. It's like, I'm not really buying it. I'm not going crazy over it. And, we're just waiting for how things play out. But Tyler being there, great stuff, man. We all know he could go. His song is real catchy. I mean, the people in the crowd that didn't know him, it felt good to know that they knew him, man. And I was excited to see him. Like, wow. I know in NXT it was kind of like, blah, because we know the line, we know the story, we know how crazy it is getting. Like, the last Tyler that was in NXT didn't do so well that I could recall. So, Tyler B, to be exact. You see what I'm saying? So now we got a whole nother Tyler B. We got somebody coming in super hot right now because ain't no potholes. I'm wondering what the hell is going on with these people driving like they ain't got no motherfucking sense. Pardon me. Everybody want to feel like they're a little thug. Y'all see, let's hurry up, get through this rapid fire, man. Shouts to Tyler. Shouts to Tyler. Just saying. Next, who we got? All right. Now, we gonna read this as .com called it. Roman Reigns ensured Randy Orton versus LA Knight versus AJ Styles ended in controversy. At the end of it all, Nick Aldis informed Paul Heyman that Roman Reigns would defend his title against Randy Orton, LA Knight, and AJ Styles in a fatal four-way match at the Royal Rumble. Can't wait. January 27th, I believe. Somewhere. Let's get it popping. They about to go to Scotia Bank, somewhere up in Canada for Money in the Bank in July. Let's get it popping. Motherfucking Peacock's about to be looking real crazy. We got a whole new slew of superstars. Man, look, the match was fire. I enjoyed the match. I enjoyed seeing Randy back. AJ being a heel again. How do you reinvent a heel character? Well, just go ask AJ Styles, because that's exactly what he did. And what I'm looking at as far as all of his entrance goes and being a little, but just all of the heel things, like he's doing it all so fundamentally. And it's like, we've seen him as a heel before. Him and Shane was actually great. Now we're getting to see AJ as like more of that Ken Masters heel, if that makes sense, but without all of the extra stupid story. It's just like, nah, I'm gonna fuck these cats up because they beat my ass, and I ain't like that. I want to beat them up first. No, I want to beat them up first as Randy, and then like, you know what? We ain't even mad at you, LA Knight. Welcome home, bro. Welcome home. I don't see him on the couch that I'd be comfortable at, though. So if we really looking at it, I'm completely off topic. I'm just playing around. Now, with that, I mean, look, great match. I'm glad that LA Knight is there. I'm glad that he's up there with Randy, with AJ. The match, it carried on. It didn't drag on. It was always moments. It was always spots. And then, as far as the combat loop went, man, I'm happy to see that we got to a point of the match and the crowd was all like, all right, like we were in that what's gonna happen next part of the match. I've been watching long enough now to understand the elements of the psychology and storytelling, so I can really, really appreciate how that all played out, because then Roman comes out, fucks up everything. This actually gets you more interested and want to see the next one, blah, blah, blah. Yo, I'm hyped for Royal Rumble now, because I was just talking, we need to get Roman in some multi-man matches now. A couple months back. So, good looking game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that this is what we getting and this is what we seeing. And, you know, as hilarious as people are with their wild driving and transactions on my block, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Hollywood is the low-key streets for real. God bless this great nation. Now, beyond that, and I still got a flight to catch because I got to take care of somebody in the morning. It's crazy. So, you know, this little thing we do here, this is just a little piece of the work. You know what I'm saying? Now, like I said, multi-man match, fatal four-way, all of them, the match was great. Now Roman's the added element to how that story is going to be retold, respun, and then fully told. Roman's gonna motherfucking retain. Shouts to LA Knight, shouts to Randy, shouts to AJ. Who's next? What are we doing? Fatal five-way next? What are we doing? Triple threat next? Like, Nick Aldis at every turn seems to be trying to get this championship off of Roman Reigns. But it's because Roman Reigns is being rude, acting like he run the place and all the rest of that. Like, I mean, technically, I got to run through somewhere, act like I'm running the place tomorrow. But I'm not even trying to act like I'm running the place, because I respect the head of the table in that environment and establishment. We acknowledge Prada. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm a munch on one. Because the same way my man Paulie pushed all this off is the same way I got pushed off before I took my flight. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm here and I'm on the way to you. Straight like that. Subscribe, bitch.